Hello, how are you? And welcome along to the Rusha and Shaban show. It's very, very lovely to be with you. Please please subscribe on whatever channel it is you're watching. It's wonderful to have you. Hi, Ru.
Hi, Shaban.
How are you, girlie?
I'm good. I'm actually very tired. I don't know what's going on with me, but anytime I got home from training, I just want to go to bed.
You due on?
I've
You
not
pregnant?
went to bed. It's the baby.
It's the baby.
But yeah,
she's pregnant.
Not
Breaking
due on.
news.
Not preggers, just tired. Extremely tired.
Do you know what it's this? It's this weather. Oh my God, look at the colour of my roots. Jesus, I need to get the hairdresser.
Okay, what's that button that we've enabled on this?
Supers.
The super. Can you actually all please chip in and send some money so Shaban can get her hair done? Because I'm not sitting with her with this barnet. It's embarrassing.
It's pretty shocking. It's rained so hard today that I actually washed it already. Went to get the kids from school, didn't have a hood, and then it rained again. I thought, I ain't playing this game. I'm not washing my hair again.
You look like you're about to be on the beat.
Yeah, if you want to super us, then I can get my hair done.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's quite cute, but it's just there's a lot of roots.
Right.
But anyway, that's fine.
Right.
How are you?
I'm good. Apart from being tired, great. Action packed, so much going on.
By the way,
What?
so much going on.
So much.
We should be sitting here now after London City Lionesses knocked out Arsenal from the cup last night.
Yeah.
That was like what the absolute dream was going to be, but not quite happening the way it was meant to because of the old act of God. You can't control the weather.
Me, and do you know what everyone's saying? I had a hose. I don't have a hose. I had a watering can.
You put the hoe in hose.
Yeah, hey. Aye, that was it. Just had a few water bottles that I went. Just, do you know what I mean? Just wasn't feeling it. But yeah, that wasn't me. And for everyone that's saying it's suspicious that the manager was sacked at that time, so like, come on, do you not think there would be an investigation going on? The ref called the game off. Nothing to do with London City. The referee called the game off because the pitch was flooded. There's been like 3 games on that pitch. I'd said on Sunday that's the worst the pitch has been. Passing the ball and it was bobbling up everywhere, but the girls thought it was okay. I thought it was bad. But I like a carpet because I'm a bit of a diva like that. But yeah, pitch was just in bits after the weather. It's going to rain all night, so I'm wondering what's happening at the weekend, but we'll see. But yeah, it's got nothing to do with whatever the conspiracy theories, like people grow up, get a life, you little losers.
It's so.
Was that a bit strong? Didn't mean that, did
No,
I?
no, it is. It's making something of nothing. It's making something of nothing. And what is actually bugging me, I'm going to hit your defence here for a second, Miss RuTube.
Yes.
People are like, are you allowed to make fun of it? But then, second you say something, you're not allowed to say anything bad. Bad girl.
Have an opinion on nothing.
Stop speaking. Stop being yourself. Hold on. Just stop. You're the problem. You flooded the pitch. You sacked the manager. You bring everything on yourself.
And I won't learn. That's
And
the
you
beauty of it. I will
won't
never
learn your
learn.
lesson.
I won't learn.
Honestly,
That's it.
I'm reading some comments and I'm like, what do you expect happen?
Yeah.
Like,
Do you know what I did like though? I did like the pictures of me like with the hose
The
and
hose-
stuff.
some
That's
people
good
are-
banter.
some people are funny.
It's nice to see that
Some
people
people are
have a
funny.
personality, and the personality brigade, the personality police aren't out there crying over everything. So it's nice to see there's some people that can have a little
Yeah,
bit of
and
giggle.
then it's also like it's your job. So there's things you're not going to be able to talk about, but then people are allowed to say anything they want to you about what your involvement might be in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? I ain't got time for that nonsense anymore. Don't make me.
I'm such a sinner.
Don't make me.
Such a sinner.
You are a bad girl. But I do have more props. If she crosses the line and starts to say something she shouldn't say, I will tape you up. You got a bit of criticism last week from the live.
Oh, that's right. I did. Yeah.
You're very subdued. Clearly, Risha's been affected by the trolls.
Yeah. And she should be because she is a sinner and she's a bad girl. Bad girl.
Bad.
When will she get media trained?
Yeah, get media trained. That's
Media
fun.
trained. Mother truckers. Anyway, I wonder when I will get cancelled,
You
but
are
I'm not that bothered. I like to have fun with it.
Even like Instagram last night, what was it you put up? Didn't fancy this one. And it's like, it's a bit close to the bone, that. She
I'm just
said
not
that she
a girl.
didn't fancy this one. I'm like, what is wrong with saying that? Lighten up. It's a joke.
P.S. This is Club Orange. It's great. Big shout out to Club Orange for sending all the bottles. It's been nice because the London City fans bring it to the game for me sometimes.
How sweet.
And Club Orange then sent out a big box of stuff, so thanks.
Do you think they could
great.
they could be our
Sponsor the pod?
sponsor the pod, or is that what they call sponsored, or
Don't know.
brand ambassador?
Brand ambassador.
Club Orange.
Jeez, I'd be rolling into football. I used to have like an iron brew addiction, and that's when I was at my biggest. I loved it so much.
But by the way, this is true. Rush used to come home. She lived in the loft, right? Not much has changed. And she'd go up to her loft and hide up there with like a 2 L of iron brew.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And you had that so much. But you managed to get away with injuries then. And now I look at how clean you are in terms of like you look after your nutrition. You're good to yourself. You don't dry. You've been doing dry January for ages. That, well, it's because now in February, fair play, you're doing well. That I'm like, why do you get injured? You know, what is it about the body that changes? You're too fit.
I'm literally too fit.
We should focus on the fatness, not the fitness.
Yeah. Basically, when I couldn't move, I didn't get injured. Nobody could get around me either. And this is, by the way, before the PC brigade came out now, saying I'm fat shaming people. I'm not. Yeah. I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
Right?
In fact, you are bitch. Never learn. Give me that hand. Yeah. Stupid cow.
You know, I actually had
Jesus.
Oh, I shouldn't say this because with the new people in it training today and stuff like that, Don Scott was in, new S&C was in and stuff. So,
oh my God, yeah.
I had a Big Mac the other day. It was delicious. I had a Big Mac meal. I absolutely munched it. It was great.
Did you tell them?
No,
did you have to tell
them?
them?
I didn't tell them. The thing is now we've got these, I'll wear a whoop band anyway, for any that don't know what
I'll wear a whoop band too,
right? Whoop band, right?
I'm really fit.
And now we've got
the
these through the club, these Aura rings, like similar sort of stuff, and it'll track your sleep and all that. It's tracking things that I don't need it to track too, if you know what I mean. Also, they can just see when we're sleeping and all that, so they can see everything now. So it's like we're actually being held accountable. So
what were you doing at 4:45 in the morning?
4:45, having an asthma attack actually, because you took my last inhaler.
Yeah, sorry about that. One of the the S&C or like specialists, what the Aura people called?
Aura people?
The person who was like, oh, I saw you were awake on Monday at 4:45.
Oh no, that was just my physio. That wasn't what happened. That was a different story.
Well, what's the story?
I'll not tell you. I can't say that on air. I can't disclose that information right now.
Oh, I tell you where she was. She was out flooding that pitch.
That's
probably
right.
4:45 in Monday morning.
That's true.
Imagine the ring picked up your location.
That'll be me getting, guilty, flung out the league. That was you. You did that.
We've both got that 100-day cough. Can't stop coughing, but when you do have a cough, it does trigger the asthma, which is a nightmare. Anyway, excuse me. Who cares about that? Can we speak about what happened yesterday? So the game was called off because of the waterlogged pitch, which is a thing. It happened. Then after that, hours later, there came an announcement that Carolina Morris and our staff, our assistant, had been relieved of their duties at London City Lionesses. There's not a lot you can say because you are actually professional. But what does this mean for London City Lionesses going forward?
I think, that's it. Obviously, we're all grateful for Carolina and Nicola for what they done in the time that they were here. Tactically and stuff, the way they played was like, I learnt a lot from Carolina, how she wanted to play the game. So that's something that probably take with me, just about drawing players in. She always likes to draw players in and then find a spare player and stuff like that. So it was interesting the way she wanted stuff to be done. So I'll definitely take hold of that going forward. But now, like, football is a business and results driven. We need to win games, and right now we're fighting for our life. We're in a relegation battle. So the thing is, though, like, we're all fighting for our jobs too right now. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, the changes that are happening. London City want to be a team that are pushing for promotion. I think Michelle Kyan wants to be in the top league with the top dogs. So we're all under pressure too. People might not realise that, but I might not have a job next season. So, but like, it's exciting going forward. There's going to be changes. Obviously, the games coming up. Obviously, there was a cup game there. There's a cup game at the weekend, and then it's kind of everyone's going to be like, right, let's get the league back on track and let's try and get points.
Because the league is the problem when it comes to, okay, I actually think kudos, you're doing a bit of a Chelsea men. You're in 2 cup competitions, but you're struggling when it comes to the league.
Yeah.
The fact that you are now relegation threatened when there has been investment, when you have a new ownership coming in, the results need to be there. You have to survive this league. You have to stay there. You cannot be relegated. And that is the basis of probably why they have been relieved of their duties, because the league results do not lie. And it hasn't been where it should be. What the owner, what the ambitions are of the owner has to, and like we say, it's results driven, and it wasn't there, unfortunately.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah,
you've had enough. That's you. Time's limit. Okay. Oh, we have fun, don't
Oh,
we?
we have a giggle.
Have a
But yeah,
giggle.
But no, on a serious note, yeah, thanks to the managers. It was good to work with them for that period of time, and now it's exciting times still going forward with London City. So
It's a shame for
looking
anyone
forward to
to
the
lose
games.
their
Oh,
job.
of course, of course.
Look at Brighton.
Look at me in the summer. I told you. I had no job, had no house,
job,
no bird, nothing.
Everything gone. Oh, no, hold on
Nothing.
a minute. Hold on a minute.
Oh no! I'm going to
Just
upset.
said no bird.
No.
Not allowed to say that. Not allowed to talk about your relationships. Off the table.
Sorry.
Don't offend anyone.
Sorry,
Don't you dare.
nothing going for me, honestly.
I like your new jumper though.
P.S. Do you see the drama though on that? Again, I'm going to upset some people saying this. Do you know what I'm doing next Valentine's Day?
Oh,
Next week?
Oh yeah.
And I'll be bringing a few white roses along that night. Maybe some red for the Arsenal fans.
So hold on a minute.
Ooh.
The game, the fixture against Arsenal, is it rescheduled for the 14th?
I think it is.
Wow.
I don't know if that's been confirmed, but I think that's what it looked like. Nothing confirmed, but that will probably be the case.
saw some unbelievable
if people want to come
tweets.
along and get themselves a free rose, and I've said this, I need to do it. I'm only buying 25 because I'm skint. It's been an
They're so
expensive month.
Roses
Do you
are
want to chip in with
expensive.
me?
Why don't you just get a box of roses, chocolates?
Chocolate, but that's not the
and
same
then-
effect.
It
I want to
still
try and
says
win
roses.
over some of the Arsenal fans that are big crybabies. Like, you dry your eyes with that petal hen.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
But they could blow their nose into a wrapper.
What do
Little
you mean?
roses chocolate wrapper.
Oh, right, okay.
Cheaper,
so many
Cass.
ideas. So many ideas.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I can't believe that's going to be next Valentine's, because I wasn't actually going to go to. Well, I wasn't going to the game yesterday, and then I thought, oh, now it's been rearranged. Maybe it's a sign I should go.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I feel so sorry for the amount of people who've travelled for that game, because it's sold out.
point.
And
Good point.
So there are a lot of people disappointed and let down, and of course it can't be helped with what's happened with the weather. But hopefully you can get it rearranged, and hopefully you've not been so done out of money. That is a shame for anyone who has been, because they spend a lot of money travelling at these games. And a lot of people
some
came from
it's
Ireland.
amazing.
Cass.
People come from all over now to the games. It's amazing how much money they spend to come and just see the games and see players that they like. So obviously I'll be there at the end of the game to speak to anyone. If anybody wants a wee chat, a wee chin wag, I'll be there. This is one of those things. Nothing could really be done about it, but it's disappointing. But this is life. Don't let it get you too down. It's gonna be
Cass,
okay.
When life gives you lemons,
Life gives you lemons.
tell me you know this saying.
I just know when life gives you lemons. When life gives you lemons,
Make
it work.
Oh my God.
What is the saying?
Cass, you must know this
I
saying.
don't know what the saying is.
I think Beyonce.
When life gives you lemons.
Make lemonade.
Oh, I'm not a big Beyonce fan, to be honest.
It's not just Beyonce's saying.
I've never
it's
heard
like a
that
very
saying.
famous quote.
Is it?
Yeah.
I said today, you reap what you sow. And then I asked, was that right in the right context? And Dan Carter confirmed that it was right. And I said, thank you.
Because Dan's smart, so you should
Yeah,
always check
she
with Dan.
is quite clever.
Can I ask what you said to me the other day? I was telling Mum I was having a right moan to Roosh the other day about my tax bill. If you know, you know. It's horrific, right? It's just such a kick in the old gunt.
Yeah.
And you said to me you can take a negative and make a positive, but it wasn't. It was more philosophical than that.
Well, it sounds really good.
You
Sounds
went,
really
I read
inspired.
this quote today, and then you stood up and went, and you read it to me.
Do you want to get it?
And I was like, I like that. And then I
What was that
I
on?
was saying to Mum on the phone that I'd been having a right moan about it, but then Rusha read me this quote, and I was like, oh, I quite like that.
Did it inspire you?
Yeah, I've not thought about it since. I just thought, you know what, such is life. I need to crack on. That kind of stuff. What was it going? Look right down the barrel.
Oh, this one.
No, this one, Cass. Do this one.
You can't always have a good day, but you can always face a bad day with a good attitude. For anyone that didn't understand that, that's you can't always have a good day, but you can always face a bad day with a good attitude. Next
When you get
tattoo.
lemons, make lemonade.
I've just seen something there just saying, or make Club Orange. So when life gives you oranges, make Club Orange.
Yeah,
That's
we
inspiring.
can make that a thing.
I like that.
That's absolutely thing. Okay, so from the results from the cup games that did go ahead, Villa beat Brighton on penalties.
Hello, can I have a delivery, please? You were boring me.
How cruel.
Continue. I'm back in the room. Back in the room.
Chops. Be nasty to me now, I'll get you cancelled.
Right, continue.
The results that happened in the cup. Villa beat Brighton on
Yes.
penalties. What about Brighton's penalties?
I just seen it on Twitter. I would just watch the penalties. They were shocking. But it's one of those. It was one of those days. It's like you would actually probably rather be involved in a shootout like that, where all you miss, than be the one person that misses and you lose the shootout. So it's actually quite a good thing for the problem. Like, oh well,
Win together, lose together.
aye, that was
Literally.
that. Well, yeah, but obviously it just makes it a bit easier. It's a stinker when you're the one person to miss and you feel extra hard, but when there's a good few of you, it probably makes it a bit like,
takes the
okay.
pressure off
Aye.
slightly. Manchester City go through, Chelsea through. Chelsea beat Sunderland 5 now in that game.
Oh, was it? Right.
So yeah, Emma Hayes still well and truly on for our wee quad.
Yeah. I mean, well, what about Arsenal slipping up the weekend there too? Sorry.
Do you not know the rules now? Arsenal's a no. Personal life's a no.
Nothing.
What happened yesterday at the game is a no. The pitch is a no. Stop talking.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but Arsenal's slipping up against West Ham. See, for me, that's just it's a non-negotiable. And that for me, then I'm like, I feel you've lost the league now. You're out of the title race.
I don't know. There's so many games to go, but it just makes it so much more interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously, Emma Hayes will be absolutely buzzing. Apparently, she's at Cobham twerking right now. Do you know what I mean? She's seen. But yeah, I would be buzzing for her just because of the story. It's great, and hopefully she signs off on a high. I think there's got to be more credit given to West Ham because obviously there's stuff going on. Whatever, they've got new players in, but I think that Gorey is actually a very important player for them. She's just in the pitch, just causing havoc, pressing, but she's comfortable on the ball too. And obviously, yeah, the other girls that are in there too. But like, I think they've got to take a bit of credit. Although I've seen one or two penalty claims, and I think if you are an Arsenal player, you're going, here, come on,
Yeah.
But this is a game, swings and roundabouts. I'm sure there'll be other days where they get penalties given to them, but obviously it's a disappointing result for them. But credit to West Ham, I think.
I completely agree. I think the signing of Katrina Gorey has been exceptional. I think she is a complete difference maker. How she, in fact, don't you think my hair's like Katrina Gorey?
Is it? Aye.
I think I've got a bit of Gorey vibes going on. I think she's very good. And do you know what? Fair play to Ryan Skinner. She probably needed that too. Because
Now it's important for them to kick on and start getting points if they can. They can't just beat Arsenal and then start dropping points.
Completely agree. Completely agree.
But that's that.
Let's talk about the Champions League draw also, just on the subject of Chelsea, because they are the only English side remaining in the Champions League. Do you want my fun facts?
Yes.
Okay. So for the first time since 2005, there's only...
What a start that is, eh?
For the first time since 2005, 7 of the 8 teams who are through to the knockout stages are from different countries.
Say that again.
So for the first time since 2005,
Yep.
7 of the 8 teams through to the knockout stages are from different countries in Europe.
Oh, okay.
So like,
cool.
you know, like Arsenal and Chelsea are normally in there, and then you'd get like, say, well, Lyon and PSG are the 2 from the same country. Where are they from?
France.
Well done, Rush.
Bonjour.
Whereas you've got then like Bran from Norway, which is El Sandviken.
That's right.
Of
That's
the time
right.
gone by.
Yes.
And Benfica and Ajax, 3 debuts who have made it to the knockout stages, which just shows the progress of women's football, not only across the world but in Europe.
I thought you were going to say not only in England and WSL but in Europe. But
Well,
you
that
said,
too.
but that's what you said.
But
anyway.
we're talking to a worldwide audience.
We are. Big shout out to everyone all over the gaff, all over the world.
Texas.
Love it. But on that, what we saying? Obviously, you done the draw, didn't you, the other day with Leanne Sanderson?
We did, yeah. We did it for DAZN, which was a lovely show. So if you need to know what's happened, let me tell you. If you've missed it, where you been? Ajax will play Chelsea on the 19th of March. Firstly, at Ajax, in the where did Ajax base themselves?
The Netherlands.
Well done. And they'll take on Chelsea there, and then the reverse fixture will be on the 27th of March, probably at Stamford Bridge. But if Chelsea are to progress and knock out Ajax, they will take on the winner of match draw 3, I think it was. And that's Bran against Barcelona in the semi-final, which means, with no disrespect to Bran, Barcelona cruised their group. I think Barcelona beat Bran.
Right.
Which means Chelsea would meet Barcelona in the semi, and I'm like, I've never been a Chelsea fan. I like Chelsea, I respect them, but you know I'm an Emma Hayes fan club. I will literally die happy if they make it, if they beat Barcelona in that semi-final and make the final. It would be just unbelievable.
The only thing is now it's like they've had a few shots and a few times playing against Barcelona to get used to them. They've had to like catch up to that their level, and obviously they are the top dogs, so it'll be interesting. I think if there's any time, it's maybe now or never. It just depends if they can handle the pressure and if they've got a fully fit squad. But what a game that'll be to watch. Really, I'll have to make sure I'm not busy that evening.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine. Also, on the subject of Emma Hayes, have you seen the old rumour mill of who might replace her?
I heard you saying this all day, Frank Lampard. But yeah, like, I get how you think that could be exciting. And obviously, I think he would bring a lot of good points, especially to midfield players. He's going to have a lot of information that he can give them that would help them. The only thing is it'd be coming into women's football for the first time, and it is slightly different. So, I don't think he'd the success that he wanted at his previous clubs and managing. So I think it would be tough. I'm not sure how it would go. It could go one way or the other, but I'm sure he would have a lot of knowledge to pass on. But how would he be coming in? Obviously, maybe be surrounded by other good coaches. So it'd be interesting, but I'm not sure if we'll see that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a club legend, therefore he was appointed as a club legend of Chelsea. He didn't come in when he managed the men as a serial winner. He hasn't won anything as a manager, but he's a well-respected man. I also think that, like, for if you're not into, how do I say this, like maybe watching men's football as well, and you're just fully committed to women's football, that's fine. But with my day job, it's covering all football and all sport, and I actually think the idea of Frank Lampard coming in could actually change a bit of society's mindset of those who feel that women should stick to women and men should stick to men. But then Emma Hayes touched on like the lack of elite coaches, for, like women's elite coaches, and then you wonder then if bringing in the likes of Frank Lampard does a disservice to women's coaches who have been doing their bit for a long time. Quite a hard one.
It's tough. It's a hard one. I'd seen, what was that on? I've not watched the full thing, but I'd just seen, like, I used to play football with Annabelle Johnston, was on with Rachel.
Yeah.
On the podcast she does. Girls on the Ball. But not Girls on the Ball podcast, the other one they do.
Yeah.
And I think they were talking about like how hard it is for like
up front.
Is it? Yeah, front, I think so. To get like their, but basically it'll fall in favour. Say maybe because I play international football, I will be able to get onto a course easier than players that aren't maybe playing international football.
Yeah.
So for me, I could probably walk away with I need to finish off my B licence. After that, I'll probably get help to do an A licence because I'm very lucky and I played international football and they want to help get current players through the ranks.
The channels.
So I kind of, not going to call it fast track because you have to do the work, but yeah, you might be like picked other than you who applies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's people out there missing out on the opportunity.
Yeah,
is what they're saying. I'm like, that's such an interesting point and something I've never really thought about, but it's true. There's probably people out there with so much potential and so much passion for it, but they ain't getting the opportunity because they maybe didn't play at a certain level and their face maybe isn't fitting because of me and so are getting like picked ahead of them. So there's obviously it's something interesting. How did they work that? How did they sort that out now?
Look at Emil Heskey at Leicester. You know, he was there as the women's head of football director. Making that move into the women's game was to progress as a manager. He also wanted to represent the black community for managers, and making that move was a big thing for him. Now, some people don't focus on it because then he's in women's football, you know, but he's actually he's doing the hard yards. He's learning. He's getting all that under his belt. But Frank Lampard's been a Chelsea manager. He's been the Everton manager. And he's played at the elite level and he's got Chelsea fans' respect. Therefore, I think him coming in, I'm like, I like the sound of it. Also, you know, like when you hear about some former footballers, I'm like, but I think he's got.
I get what you're saying. It can change some people out there, men might be like, oh, Frank Lampard's doing it. Maybe I can show more of an interest. You know what I mean? Because but look, we'll see what happens with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, would you like to ever like manage at the top level one day?
Oh, I used to think but now I'm like, I feel like actually it's interesting. In the women's game, I don't feel like there's enough individual coaching. So if I was to be a coach, I'd like to be more of a like technical coach, maybe working with players on certain areas, because I feel like in the women's game that's neglected. I think in the guys' game, like when they're at training, they get to do a lot of individual work. They get to go away and the strikers get to practice finishing. Defenders get to do a bit extra defending, whatever it is. Midfielders like receiving the ball and getting out against pressure, whatever it is. I don't think in the women's game we have enough of that, so that would interest me. But also the other argument is I'll just go say it. Probably if I can not get cancelled and keep pushing YouTube and all that, it would be financially better for me. So
I've got a feeling you would be like Roy Keane at management level.
And that's the other thing. Sorry, I was speaking the other day about this, where I'll not say names, but basically you can't say anything to anyone about them crying anymore. You just have to be dead nice. I think the younger generation coming through are a lot more softer than us, and I'm not saying shout and swear at people, and that's always good. I think there's a balance. So I think you have to show a bit of like, you have to raise your voice, you have to be a bit constructive at times and show criticism, and also put your arm around people. There's a balance, but right now it's just one, and it's just you have to cuddle everyone and be dead nice. That's the way the game's got. We got dogs abuse when I was growing up, like dogs abuse. I'm not saying that's the way it should be, but I think we're a bit harder skin now, harder shells. Don't really know.
No,
but,
I think
like
like
days.
See now, I was speaking about this recently. I get a lot of stick, right? I continue kind of living my life, but I get like a lot of stick just for being a woman working at a pretty kind of male sports heavy fan base station. It really winds people up, and I think that's their mindset. I'm not the problem. You're the problem if you can't open up to the idea of a woman being able to discuss it. It's like it's my job. It's fine. Let it go. And people make more of a big deal about that. That actually then there becomes this. A lot of support for like bigging up women who might get stick, but we forget that we actually just need to be thick-skinned and crack on. Sometimes, like, I remember growing up and being in radio at a young age, like 15, and someone saying to me, you need to have a thick skin. And the amount of times I was told, be thick-skinned, and now it's like, if someone gives you that, cancel them. You know, okay, some people can be evil and wrong and say the wrong things and not be appropriate. But also there is something in getting the knockbacks and getting told you're not good enough and working to be better. I've got no problem with that. No, I think people need to be a little bit tougher when it comes to getting constructive criticism. If you're just getting negative, horrible trolls, it's different. But you have to be willing to take knockbacks to be better. And I think society now is a little bit softer, ever so slightly. But people, you know, I'm not judging people on that. But I think having a thick skin, you know, getting knocked down, getting back up and going again will make you a better person and make you more resilient, and that's a good thing. End of show.
Right. Wake me up when September ends. Honestly, but you're dead right. That's the way the world's going right now. But good point.
Thanks, Rue.
You're done.
Do you want to go into your comments? Your comments are flying about. I don't even know how to
it's
start.
actually very quiet. It's very chill today. Where will I start from? Okay.
See, Mr. Arsenal podcast. I know you're trying to get likes or subs or something. But just
what are you giving it? Go on, let's hear it.
Go and take your face for a shite. They're just talking about your private life, Cass, that you're not allowed to talk about because you apparently keep going on about it.
Obsessed.
Holding grudges. Grudge girl. Grudge girl over there. You do know what's going down. No, I can't read these. It's just not even worth it. Just, guys, not a fan of you, basically.
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. Hold on. They keep bouncing out. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tape your face up again, Rue. Anyway, who cares? It's not even important.
Susan Boyle.
Shall we talk about Rachel Daly? Some people asking in the comments about your thoughts on Rachel Daly's 3-match ban. Mad Daly and the old flying about elbows. Did you text Megan Connolly? Has she survived that absolute bullet to the face?
Megan will be fine. Megan's hard as nails. She'll be fine. She'll get back up.
I was watching a game recently, but it must have been their last Ireland game, and I was like, Megan is like her marking people. She's there. She's like a tigger.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, if she were marking, she would wind me up, like as a good part of her game. She's doing the job there, and I think she did. She might have gotten Rachel Daly's head, and Rachel just went, get off me.
I've not spoke to her. I've not spoke to either of them, so I don't know. The clip's obviously not great footage or whatever, but I think it's safe to say Rach isn't that player. Rach is an aggressive player, and she's a handful, but I don't think she's that player. So I've not spoke to her. I'm sure she'll reflect and look at what's happened. But she's a nightmare to handle in the box. Meg done her job, kept her quiet there. Did she score a penalty though? I can't mind. What was the score?
Who, Megan?
No, Rich.
Well, it was 2-0. So
It was 2-2. Did she score a penalty? I can't mind. I'm all over the place. But yeah, that's it. No, that's it. It's done. They move on.
3-match ban though.
Yeah, it's a nightmare for Villa.
That's a nightmare.
Nightmare for Villa.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do, Cass? People need to step up. Nice to see them. Maybe Simone McGill will get a few more minutes. Oh, sci-fi. So she better get the finger out and score some goals.
How is Simone? She well?
Good. We need to catch up. We need to get up to Birmingham and see her. But we can never really tie each other down. She's always going home to that Doug. So
the amount of people who from Puggate a couple of weeks ago got in touch, like offended for their pugs.
Pugs are literally barking. Honestly, quite literally barking. Cute but barking.
Bless them, like their dogs were like listening and watching the vlog, just sitting there like no control over the situation.
Rotten. Absolutely honky tonk. Honky tonk. God bless them. Nice people though. Nice ducks.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Goalkeeper makes incredible howler in 11-0 under 17 Women's World Cup qualifying, thrashing as fans ask what on earth are the keeper doing. This has just popped up, but that's not something.
What's the goalie doing, Tam? What's the goalie doing?
What's staying? Let's talk about blue cards.
Oh,
dum dum dum.
I don't really know what I feel like.
Hold on, let me read. If you've missed this. Football set to hand referees a blue card, the first new colour of card to be widely used in 50 years as part of a revolutionary new rules. And elite trials could start as soon as the summer. The blue card is for dissent and silly fouls. Oh yeah, no, hold on. Cynical foul or dissent towards a match official. You get a blue card and you will see players removed from play for 10 minutes, like the old sin bin in rugby. I love it.
I know what you mean, yeah. It's what I just don't know what get some refs on that power thing again. Like if you say something to them, they'll be like, oh, blue card. You can't say anything to refs now, but I know that's the way that we had the chat at the start of the season. Basically, only captains can speak to refs.
Yeah.
I was trying to speak to the ref on Sunday. And like you can't speak to them, and it's actually really annoying. So now it's just going to be blue card, so you'll be off the pitch for 10 minutes. Maybe the officials and that'll be happy because it'll be like, well, people will know not to speak to them now. But it's like, all right, calm down. Do you know what I mean? It's all a bit.
It's like
I don't know. It'll take a while to get used to. Obviously, people don't really like change, and to me, it's a weird one. We'll see.
Well, it's going to be a trial. I think it could make for an interesting debate when it comes to if you're chucking it at the ref, you get your yellow card, right? If you're chucking it again, then maybe right, you're in the sin bin. I've already warned you once. Kind of thing. But when it comes to like fouls, etc., we're seeing some sendings off where I'm like, no, that's never a sending off.
I mean, my eyes are they're not getting VAR right anyway. So how's this going to work too?
Yeah,
because surely they'll need to come into play. So there's so much we're not even getting right now, and then they're going to bring in another thing that's probably going to be an absolute shit show. So what's the point? Maybe stick to what we're doing right now and try and get that sorted.
Yeah,
try and make that better.
That's probably a good point too. Also, like referees have enough on their plate. You know, never mind to then stay across how many minutes they've been in the bin for. But the other thing from a footballer's perspective is how it could lead to you warming down. So then are they going to have like bikes side of the pitch? So when you're in the sin bin, you're keeping yourself warm. All that kind of stuff. It gets a bit.
I mean, we've seen that before anyway. Like, yeah, there has teams that have had bikes on the side of the pitch, whatever it is, or they might just be able to run up and down the side. The S&C will be out with them doing a little bit of stuff just to keep them. Whatever. God, I'd be screwed. My Achilles would seize up. I'd be like, oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd not be going back on. I'd be like, take me off. I'm done. I'm done. But we'll see what happens. One of those. We'll see. Not sure how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Speaking of feelings, how's G?
I've seen a few people asking for G. She said to me today actually, when am I coming on? And then we discussed she can't come on this because it'd be live. So the two of us would be done. I think the girls agreed. No, we'll record something. I said we'll wait till the studio's set up. Get her on. If that's going to take a little while, then I will get her in and just pre-record something.
Yeah,
but that'll be fun. Won't be too much talking about football and serious things. Yeah, we'll be talking about what's your number, who's the best kiss you've ever had.
What do you mean? What's your magic number?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Would you talk about that?
No, but we might.
Oh my god!
You never know what we'd talk about. We don't know. It's just gonna be like a day in the changing room.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I'd love to have like in the changing room just. But we can't do it because the club would have an absolute meltdown. People would get cancelled, and everyone would be crying. So, but I mean, it would be great. One day, once I retire, I'll be able to do it. Can't wait till I retire and talk about stuff.
To be fair, with a Michelle King takeover, perhaps a little one team, one dream Amazon documentary might come to the London City Lionesses.
Hopefully, they should do that. They should have done it this season. It would have been a buzz. Now we're fighting for survival, staying up. Oh, what a journey!
But then
I should do it on my YouTube, shouldn't I? Should start.
Do it.
It's just hard. It's getting time and all that to do everything, you know.
What do you mean? No, you just play football for a living?
We're in. We've got stuff in the morning. We've got meetings. We've got gym. We've got pitch. It's hard.
It doesn't sound hard to me.
Do you want to come in with me and do it?
GoPro it. Just stick a wee GoPro there. Get permission.
I seen Maz Pacheco put a GoPro on the other day, but I think she was allowed it at the end of training. But that would be fun, yeah. This is stuff we need to start doing to grow clubs, get fans more engaged. Everyone sees it as a negative at times, but I'm like, it's actually a positive. There's been men's teams that are doing it, so let's crack on and do it.
I think there is this worry that like someone might do something and then the club has to answer for this, and then what about that? And it's just like, okay, everyone just relax.
Yeah.
If everyone's doing their job right, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
If you're slacking, you get caught.
And that's what me doing all this stuff. I know some people are like, oh, you want to be an influencer, YouTuber. I'm like, I'm actually using this for what's after football now. Do you know what I mean? I've got no qualifications. I'm thick as mints. So here I am on YouTube and I'm trying to make something work. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes it's like frowned upon. It's that whole hang of mind. Like Tyrone Mines done an interview on the high performance and was talking about like he's got a lot of stuff that he's interested in, like businesses and stuff. And it's like, stick to the football. And it's like, well, no. Do you know what I mean? You've got to do all this stuff. I know with me, clubs and people probably worry around me because they don't know what I'm going to say, but still, I will not be silenced.
Well, you might if you push your luck today, love. Wrap you up.
Been a few times, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree. Like Jesse Lingard made this move to FC Seoul today, and some people had said when he'd gone to Nottingham Forest over West Ham that he made that move for money. But actually then he came out later and said, no, my family are there. He was looking after his brother and sister. When Jesse was a young boy, he took on like the guardianship of looking after his young brother and sister because they had personal problems going on. And everyone's just like, you're greedy, you're this, you're that. And it's like, you don't know everything.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know everybody's situation. And yeah, he does have businesses, but what if he wants to grow his brand and play football? Why can't you do it both?
Yeah.
Why can't you? I know some people choose not to, but judging people for making their decisions for what's best for their life, it's starting to piss me off, Cass.
Yeah.
I'm starting to lose a bit of patience.
Yeah. You tell him how it is, honestly.
Oh, God.
I'll go nuts.
Oh, yeah, it just makes me want to lose my shit ever so slightly.
Anything else? Give me something fun to speak about.
Go on.
That's been so serious. That's been such a serious how many minutes of my life there.
Go on then, bring me something fun. Tell me a fun story.
I don't know, I'm asking you. What's a good topic? Stick in the comments right now something fun to speak about. Go. Let's engage with the viewers. Hurry up.
I feel like
Come on, people.
I feel like she's calling me boring.
Let's do this, guys. Rue, if you could play with any other player, past or present, who would it be?
Good question.
Great question. Right, okay, I'm going to go with Bomity. Go with Bomity.
I think you're just trying to creep onto her.
That's why I'm thinking logically here. I'm thinking smart. But yeah, no, go with her just because she's absolutely unreal. You probably just watch her and be like, right, you're a joke. That's probably a good one to go with. Pep Guardiola, I think she's just the best thing since sliced bread as well. Yeah.
Sliced bread or sliced bread? It's definitely sliced bread. Somebody keeps asking, Chloe, what's your Chinese order?
We were talking about this at training today, weirdly.
We don't eat Chinese, Chloe.
Do you know what? I'm a bigger Indian fan.
vegans.
Love Indians, but the Indians here are terrible compared to in Glasgow.
What about Friday night curry night?
It's not the same. It's not the same as in Glasgow. You don't get spicy onions. You don't get pakora. So that's my favourite things. Anyway, Chinese, I would get a sweet and sour Hong Kong style with... I'm actually fine with boiled rice, so I like egg fried rice, don't really care. I'd have salt and pepper chips.
Salt and pepper chips get in my belly.
Shitload of prawn crackers, just piling my rice and my sweet and sour on it. That's it. Don't mind a wee bit of chow mein, but yeah. Like a spring roll, veggie spring roll, actually like.
Lots of soy sauce.
But that's it. Good bit of soy in there, sweet chilli.
Singapore noodles. Oh, I'm starving.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely starving. Why are we doing that, Chloe? Why would you do that to us? Also, something that happened this week which blew my mind, which I heard at the World Cup and no one, it didn't go anywhere. It just lay in a bank for a little while doing nothing, was the RuTube song invented by Dr. Harriet Scott and Lucy Quinn.
Yeah. Big tune.
It's gone viral. It's taken over.
I don't think it's gone viral, but
gone viral.
I'm going to push it. I'm going to push it. But basically, I need Harriet and Lucy to stop being so selfish and making a verse. So obviously Harriet's out there busy saving lives in hospital and doing all that. She's not got time to make more music.
I know.
You know, but yeah, what a girl she is. What an exceptional human being. But yeah, if she's got a spare bit of time, she can do it. Do you know she done it on the plane? I don't know if we were coming home from Perth, going back to Brisbane. And I think because I can't mind how it came about, but I think it's because I make songs up for the girls.
Right.
And she's like, I'm going to make you a song. And she just sat there with her app on her phone. And then her and Lucy went.
So she
And I
made the
think
music.
Lucy was maybe at the hotel. I think Harriet started it with the music and stuff, and then got Lucy, and then I think they made the rap, or Lucy made the rap, however it worked. And by the way, they had a lot better things to put in there, but they were too scared to offend people, so they took some out.
But
now
your
for the next
song.
verse, yeah, I think we could go a bit wild. But yeah, I just need them to make the verse, and we'll be sorted. And then we make a music video. I've got a few people that want to be in it, so
Because you could now use hoses in the music video, like just get yourself all soaking wet and all that.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I loved it. I just think it's great. And it's funny because it's, you know, when Risha comes home and she'll be like, no, I didn't train today, Tuesday, off feet. And it's like every other day off feet. Why? Achilles.
Loading her Achilles.
Best song ever.
Big tune.
Looking for a girlfriend. And
Currently looking for a job and girlfriend.
Who? Georgia.
That was a remix.
That was
a remix,
very good.
But it was good. It was good.
No, it was enjoyable for all to see. So, Harriet and Lucy, if you are watching, get
Pat
the
your
finger
backs.
out.
Yeah, pat your backs for what you've done. But come on, it's unfinished. Get sorted.
Harriet's an impressive human being. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Lucy's one of my faves, but like she is a doctor.
Lucy isn't impressive. That's what you're saying.
I didn't mean it like that. Lucy is impressive. She's one of my favourites, but has up there, like you say, saving lives on the front
Do you know
line.
she's a physio and all?
Is
So
she?
she's already like a qualified physio, whatever. And then that wasn't enough, so she went back to be a bloody doctor, as well as playing football. I'm like, oh, grow up, Harriet. Get a real job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, Harriet's been a show off.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me.
Yeah.
I diagnose people and I can write music.
Yeah. Whatever.
Some people.
Yeah, honestly.
Harriet's sister and I became quite friends at the World
Oh,
Cup.
yeah. She's
I really
sound,
liked her. Really liked her. Her name slipped my mind. What's her name? It'll come to us in just a second. You going to watch the Super Bowl?
That's annoying.
Louise?
No, it's not Louise. But no, I will not be watching the Super Bowl.
So sorry.
I've never watched it before. I know I only seen the halftime show basically because we were sitting down there a while back. Back last year when I was all over the gaff and had been led astray by you. So basically, you were like, I think, was it you or Jamie put it on? It was a Super Bowl, but it was like Eminem, Dre, and like all the
2 years
rappers,
ago.
50 Cent and all that. And I was
Mary
like,
J.
that's amazing. I was like, I would actually go to that for that.
So do you know who
I'm
it
on
is?
board now.
Do you know who's this year?
No.
Usher.
Usher and who?
Just
I don't know
Usher?
if they'll top that. I don't know if they'll top that. That was
Rihanna
amazing.
topped it last year when she came out.
I
all
watched
pregnant.
her too. That was cool too.
Unbelievable.
But I mean, it's yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what?
That was special. That one man.
The rumour is, and what people want is that like Taylor Swift will rock up out there because she's with Travis
right,
Kelce,
aye.
the Chiefs' tight end.
Right. Okay.
She's with him, so
Maybe she will bounce out.
I don't think she'll bounce out because she's not going to take the thing from him.
Why not?
But then he loves it. Apparently, he manifested. Did I tell you this?
No.
He manifested that he would end up with Taylor Swift.
No way, really.
Yeah, he always liked her, fancied her, always made it in his head that one day I'll end up with her. Now look at them.
Yeah.
She's actually making people who don't like the Super Bowl like the Super Bowl.
Right. Okay. Next
That's
that.
amazing.
Okay. That's cool. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, Usher, back catalogue. Gotta let it burn, gotta let it burn. Don't see the same. Your body don't want you, you know. Gotta let it go, cause the
Right.
body
You got a show.
jumping like it
Got a show.
used to. My boo, caught up, confessions, some absolute ballads in there. But I'm going to get up because I actually wake up at 2:30 in the morning. Everyone,
I can only
Party.
apologise about this stupid cough that I've got.
I know it's disgusting.
Trying to shift it.
We're the
I know
same,
it's
we're
really
the
annoying.
same. But I'm going to get up at 2:00 in the morning on Monday. Watch the halftime show, then watch the second half, and then go to work. Good chat.
Aye, good chat.
What did I just say?
You're getting up to watch the show because you're going to work.
Yes, that's what I said.
Something like that.
That's what I said.
Something like that.
What else can we talk about while we're here?
I don't know.
Who do
Give
you
us a
think's
laugh.
going to get the new job at London City?
Not got a clue. How would I know that right now?
No, I just wondering.
Do you know what I mean? You're trying. You are fishing.
Oh,
you are
yeah.
trying to reel me in.
Oh yeah, I'm the problem.
Do you know what I mean?
That's right, I'm the problem. Sports journalism. That's fine. Just don't ask questions. Basically, don't ask any questions. Can I harvest a guess? Melissa Phillips.
Well, I don't know, but I mean, she's not working right now. She's away from Brighton. She was there before.
she was
I
there
don't know.
before?
Yeah,
Holy.
I thought that's why you
whack.
were asking that.
I'm
Yeah, she was
Molly.
there before.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what'll happen. I really don't know. Maybe me. Maybe they'll be like, oh, player coach.
It's your time.
It's your time. Aye. I'd be all right. I'd be there shouting shite at everyone.
And you've got Liverpool on Sunday
Yeah.
in the FA Cup.
FA Cup.
Cast that. I don't know. That there's an opportunity there.
I know, but I'm looking going, the weather, it's been bouncing down. If the pitch was waterlogged, what's it going to be like on Sunday?
I know.
Is what
It's
I'm
actually
thinking.
not stopped raining. It's miserable.
I mean,
and
that's
then-
me. That's my thoughts. That's what I'm thinking on the matter, but I don't really know. I
Yeah.
don't really know. You can only assume if the pitch has been battered already, and it ain't drying up out there, is it?
Can't they just put that little cover over it?
I think they've got one.
You're probably out there
Have they
tomorrow,
got one? I don't
wheeling
know.
it back off.
That'll be me. I know, out there again. Rush is jumping in muddy puddles.
Daddles. Liverpool game, I think, is an opportunity for you guys to progress to the next round because, with no disrespect to Liverpool, I think they're a very good side.
I think I get
They're
your
strong.
I get you're trying to be positive there and
Cass-
stuff, but look,
New manager
they are
bounce?
still, yeah, I know, but it's a cup game, anything can happen. But
Exactly.
we're still being realistic on where we're at and where they're at. So totally respect them and stuff. But yeah, obviously
what?
we're not going in to get beat, Cass. We just get like white. There we go, got it. Like white shite on your glasses. I don't want to put my finger on it because it'd be a big fingerprint.
Can you itch my nose while you're there? Oh. Thank you. And my fanny.
Right.
No, I'm sorry, Nathaniel.
Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Some people need to grow up. Did you enjoy that one? Did that tickle you?
You probably would as
Eh?
well. You probably would as well.
I
at
was
some
wanting to
point.
say something that came in my head there and I'm probably not even allowed to say it.
No, you're not allowed to talk about that. I can, you can.
I can't say where I was or who I was with, but we were in the showers and we were... Because they were like, you got this bit, you got that bit. Aye, that's all I can say on the matter.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Tell me again.
Read
Tell me.
between the lines.
Who got this bit? Who got what bit? What do you mean? What, talking about different looks of a
Yeah.
foof?
Yeah. I'm a
Nothing
noof.
wrong with, there's nothing wrong with that. It's,
Yeah, that was chats. Good chats.
If I were in a women's shower,
Yeah.
right, I'd be like that. You guys have done that from such a long. I wouldn't know what
Yeah.
to do with myself.
Would you get awkward going in? Because you get some people and they're
I'm
like...
actually getting a bit
Do you know
sweaty
who's
on
worse?
talking about it.
Look, English people are very shy, in fairness. I think ones that have
Reserved.
played...
I think the word's reserved.
I have ones that have played abroad and they've been in then
European.
whatever culture, it's like very much boom, whatever, so they're more
There it
open.
is.
But yeah, everyone, but yeah,
Are you shy? So you go full naked?
obviously, or you're not getting cleaned. Obviously, you get some people that might wear the nicks or whatever, but yeah, I'm not out there like that, twerking in the shower.
See, yeah, that's. I think pre-kids,
Yeah.
I'd have not gone in the shower. I'd have been too shy. Now I'm like, God.
I remember
everyone was seen in the hospital for about a week. So
when I was in Norway, and we used to do like this thing with like football thing with kids, but we were going swimming one day and we went swimming, but it was just like the one big changing room, so there wasn't individual changing rooms. And I went in and seen it, and then everyone was just getting ready for the pool, and I was like,
what, like boys and girls?
it was separated, so it was a female changing room and there was a boys one. So I was in the female one. And but everyone just started getting ready and I was like looking at the women like and I was like, are we just all getting changed? And she's like, yeah. Looking at me as though, aye, you weirdo. And I was thinking, I was like, you wouldn't be allowed to do this back home. I was
Yeah.
like, this would be like, I'd be locked up, jailed.
Yeah.
But obviously different countries it's just more open and whatever. But yeah, anyways, it's getting weird.
Is there
talking about
anybody who's
showers.
like particularly shy in the shower?
I can't
don't
really
name them,
can't
but-
really out them, can I?
So don't name them, but are there people who are still shy in the shower?
Probably younger people, younger ones.
Do you know what it is? What it is. It's
Probably
an
an
age.
intimidating place.
It
I'd
is
say
an
it's more
intimidating place.
intimidating for guys. We're speaking about this in the car too. God. But yeah, it's probably more intimidating place for men.
What, because of size of?
Yeah.
But then it's same with women and
I'd say you just need
Boobies.
to own it.
yeah,
I've got no babies, I know.
yeah. Yours go in. stuck inwards.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's always a fun conversation talking about the showers, though. Who's the longest in the shower? That means that's cute.
Again, I can't say it.
Okay, no, don't say it.
Well, all right, okay.
Cancelled. But you tell me later because I'm dying to know. I'll probably, do you know what I'll do? I'll be absolutely disgusting, and I'll creep in, and I'll put the live stream up there for everyone. Okay.
Right.
And then I'll put the tap on and flood the pitch again.
Right. Okay.
Okay. We get the next game called off.
Sorted.
Out of curiosity, what teams do the peeps in the chat support? I would say it's quite an Arsenal-based following, and of course London City Lionesses. Hi to Aoife Kerr. She said it's my birthday. Please say hello. Opinions on Celtic. Celtic. Do you have opinions?
What about them?
Opinions on Celtic. That's the question.
What, in the women or the men? Where we going here? What's what?
Well, I would say that the men, they just went 3 points clear last night, but something's missing. That Ida got a last-minute penalty. Thankfully, he scored it.
Ida.
And what about Caitlin Hayes, by the way, on the subject of Celtic?
Oh yeah, I think she's just a big threat from set pieces, so she's banging them in. Obviously, was in for it last international camp, and you can see like aerially she's such a threat. So it's good to have two big dogs like her and like Lulu Quinn with their big heads just floating about like that.
They say she
So
likes the Greek yogurt.
Lulu Quinn.
Eating muesli all the time.
Lulu Quinn.
She'll
hit the ball, she'll tackle them all, she'll knock the ref.
the
ball. Lulu Quinn, she loves the girls in green. Na 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 na. Lulu Quinn. Go on, Lulu. Go on, big Lulu.
I've not seen her in a while.
I think she's had a problem with her shoulder.
Oh no.
So I don't know when she's back, but hopefully soon. Soon. I'm not lying. She posted a video, a picture on Instagram the other day. And basically just like, can't wait to be back. This girl has never been injured. Ever since I played with her, she's never been injured once. Yeah. She's not missed one international camp. I think I'm right in saying that.
Really?
I've missed about 25 with injuries and she's never been injured. The secret is Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt
She's mad
and
on it.
muesli?
Yeah.
And peanut butter?
She's mad for it.
I've told this story once before, but I remember that was years ago. She came round to the last house we stayed at. And I said, what are you doing tonight, Lou? And she was like, oh, just going to home, chill. And I was like, do you ever like eat rubbish and whatever when you're at home? She was like, yeah, I've got a bit of a thing for natural yogurt. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, like just like natural yogurt, like loads of fruit in there. And then like a bit of peanut butter at the top. Oh. And I was like, oh, you're bad, Lou. You're a bad girl.
Bad Lulu.
I wish that was my problem. I'm absolutely sinking a bottle of rosé every night.
I know.
You know what I mean? And a bag of crisps.
Could be worse habits to have, couldn't there?
Could be. That is probably why she's so
Got
healthy.
someone up here saying Mon the drum. Big shout out to the drum.
Who's watching in drum chat?
Boom. Don't know.
Mum?
Probably.
Must be Mum.
Probably my mum and dad.
Oh, wow. When are you going home? Any plans to go home?
What is it you said? Why is everyone just writing teams and stuff like that? Why is everyone just putting teams? I don't know
sorry.
what's going on.
Sorry, just ignore what I talk about. Oh,
right, okay.
That was it. Jenny Beattie to BFC. Just quickly, somebody else has just put that in the chat. Beats, big move, big opportunity for her. What a girl. We've known Beats for 100 years.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Good person, good egg. And they mean business.
God.
Yeah, good person. She's a great career. She's probably been at Arsenal there and this moves came up and you can't blame her for wanting to go and maybe see her out the rest of her playing days. Don't know how many years she's got left. She's a lot younger than me. Good 2-3 years younger than me, Beats is. So she's still got a bit of time left to keep playing and maybe do it in a bit of sunshine, different league. She's played in England a long time. I know she was away in, was it France she played in too? So yeah, she's got to go and make the most of the opportunity while she can. So good luck to her.
I feel bad that she didn't get the send-off that I think that she would have got had we known it was going to be her last game, but sometimes that's all meant to happen for a reason, whatever. But I think
it's in how she said she'll be back. She'll be at the Emirates supporting the girls.
Yeah, she's going to the United
she'll definitely, there'll be a time where she gets to come back and be celebrated. She's obviously a fantastic servant to the Arsenal Football Club.
And one of the nice girls. She's a really nice girl. Known her for a long time, so congratulations, Beats. Good for you.
First time I ever went to the gay dancing was with Beats. Back in the day, I must have been 16. And she was younger than me. She must have been 14 or something. Oh, we've been absolutely outed. I've outed both of us, damn it. This was a long time ago, sorry.
Her cancelled.
I know. Back in the day, but yeah, we used to be quite pally, quite close back in the day. God, I can't remember what teams we were at. A couple of teams together.
City?
No, she wasn't at Glasgow City. Celtic, maybe. We were at Arsenal North together. There's this club called Arsenal North in Glasgow. They folded. And then we went to different clubs. I went to Glasgow City. I think she went to Celtic. And then did we maybe play at Celtic for a while too, once I had went there. And then when I came down, Tony Gervais had brought me down once here to Arsenal, and she used to look after me. I would get the bus to hers. She'd be staying in accommodation at Hatfield Uni.
Oh, I remember
and she'd,
that.
she'd always make us like a stir fry and stuff, and then we would go to football in the evenings because it would have been evening football and stuff then. Back in the day.
I remember me and Brogan came to visit you when you were at that place in Hatfield where it beats this place in Hatfield.
Yeah.
And going to a club one night.
That's right, the forum in Hatfield, the uni dancing, yeah. Us and a few of the girls would all go. Carnage, back in the day.
Beats likes her dancing is what we've figured out here.
Oh, she can bust a move, our Jordan Hill.
Jordan Hill, yeah, she loves to party.
You wouldn't believe we're 5 minutes along the road from each other.
I know,
but
I know.
Yeah, good luck, Beats, all the best.
Yeah, good luck, Beats, and we look forward to hearing more of her podcast. She's got a podcast going as well.
She does, yeah.
We should hook up, and then at least we've got a place to go in San Francisco.
She'll probably absolutely decline any call and any message.
We can
but I don't blame her.
The gay dancing of San Fran.
That's it, okay.
You, me, Beats, Ashwala. What an actual party that would be, by the way.
What a team.
I'm going to text her now. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Rish, what are you doing for the rest of the week?
I'm actually going to go downstairs and have my dinner first because I'm starving. Apparently your husband's made a Joe Wexling potato pie. Love it. So it better not mess that up.
Yeah.
The big goon that he is, honestly.
Make an absolute backside
big riot. And what else have we got the rest of the week? In tomorrow, can you believe it? We were in today. And now we're in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Do you know what I mean? Working overtime, man. But that's it. See what's happening with the game. Just prepping for the game.
London City Lionesses. We're going to finish sixth on the table.
Honestly,
and I think you're going to beat Liverpool at the weekend.
We're going to manifest this shit. We're manifesting points, getting points back on that board, and we're climbing this goddamn table.
I love to hear it. That's what I've been wanting to hear for a long time. You like that, huh?
You like that, huh?
You like that, huh?
Okay. But yeah, that's all. But big shout out to everyone. Thanks for all the love again, all the support. A lot of comments here. I can't keep up. It's too much for my tiny little brain.
I know.
But thanks everyone. Have a great rest of the week and have a lovely weekend, troops.
Thank you for watching. We love you. Like and subscribe. Thank you for your supers contribution too. And we will hopefully see you after the London City Lionesses knock Arsenal out of the Conti Cup. Bye.